Hey, you all. Carpetbagger here, coming to you live from the West. More specifically, we are in Wichita, Kansas. And even more specifically than that, we are here on the campus of Wichita State University. And even more specifically than that, we are here in front of the world's first Pizza Hut, one of the largest fast food chains in existence, actually started right here in Wichita, Kansas. Now, this is not the original location, although it is the original building of the first Pizza Hut. The first Pizza Hut was founded by graduates of Wichita State University. They converted an old bar into a new restaurant, which they dubbed Pizza Hut, later becoming this massive conglomeration to this day. And the original Pizza Hut was actually in risk of being demolished. They were expanding the highway. They were getting ready to demolish the original Pizza Hut. This building with so much fast food history, they were getting ready to plow it to the ground. But the university took pride that its graduates created this massive chain, this highly successful pizza chain. So the university actually moved the building here on to the campus. See, we are right here in the center of campus. All these buildings of learning surround us, and right in the middle, the original Pizza Hut. And it does not no longer serve pizza. I cannot go in there and get a slice of pizza, but it is a Pizza Hut museum. So please follow me. Now, the Pizza Hut building is traditionally known for a very familiar shape of building, shaped like a hut, if you will. This isn't the exact shape. The ones I remember growing up had like the deeply pitched roof, but it does, have a vague resemblance to those restaurants. It is definitely, in a sort of hut formation. You can see the original sign before they had their own logo, their own advertising. They had a Pepsi-Cola Pizza Hut sign. So a very simple little sign, Pizza Hut. And I guess we can just head in. It does not look like anyone's in here, but there we go. And we are here inside of the original Pizza Hut. You can see in the center here a table set up as would have been when this was the original Pizza Hut. The beautiful stained glass Pizza Hut chandelier hanging above everything. Now, this is an individual that I'm not necessarily familiar with. This is Pizza Pete, the original mascot of Pizza Hut. Does anyone remember Pizza Pete? He must have come a little bit before my time. If you remember Pizza Pete, leave a comment in the comments section. Talks about the founding of Pizza Hut. Now, it says that at the time, in 1958, pizza was not necessarily universally popular in the United States, that it was kind of considered a fad at the time. So they capitalized on that fad. It turns out Americans love pizza. Americans eat a lot of pizza. And Americans eat a lot of Pizza Hut. And there is the watch of Dan Carney, who was the founder of Pizza Hut. There's the Pizza Pete baseball cap. Some other sports items with Pizza Hut on it. A Pizza Hut yo-yo. There's the Pizza Hut baseball and glove. Pizza Hut frisbee with Pizza Pete. And it's like a panel. Maybe that's like a panel that you would use to get a pizza out of the oven. And there's very stylish Pizza Hut pants. And here is the original wooden rolling pin. This was the rolling pin in the original Pizza Hut that was used to flatten all the original dough that was used to make the pizza. So this is like a fast food holy grail here, the original Pizza Hut rolling pin. Now, this is not the original cash register, but it said that a cash register very similar to this was used at that original location. There's a bottle of Pizza Hut wine called Chateau Pizza Hut. It's got a Pizza Hut there on the label. I didn't know they had their own wine. This is the vintage of '74. I don't know if that was a good year for fast food wine. Anyone remember Pizza Hut wine? And this is what I was talking about, that very unique shape of the original Pizza Hut restaurants. I think they've kind of phased that out. They're making more just like normal looking boxy locations. But yeah, it used to be that all the Pizza Huts had that same familiar shape, kind of like McDonald's had the golden arches. Pizza Hut had their hut-shaped building. I think if one lesson can be taken from this museum, it's that Pizza Hut needs to bring back Pizza Pete. So here are the pie top. Instead of high top, they call them pie top because they're pizza-themed shoes. But what makes these extra absurd is the little red button on the tongue. It actually connects to your phone via Bluetooth, and when you reach down and squeeze that button, it automatically orders a pizza. You never know. You never know when you have a pizza emergency and you need to duck down and order a pizza with your shoes. It's the Barbie Pizza Hut. Barbie can make her own little tiny pizzas. Yeah, there is Pizza Hut Barbie, and Pizza Party Skipper comes with her own pizzas. There's the Pizza Hut training manual along with the jacket and visor there. And apparently, in the 1980s, the Pizza Hut employees were required to wear this Pizza Hut scarf. Oh, I remember these. I was really excited when I finally got one of these. These are the Land Before Time puppets when the movie Land Before Time came out. I think these were actually hard to get, if I remember correctly. That the Pizza Hut would run out of them. I was constantly make your parents go to Pizza Hut to see if they have gotten some of the Land Before Time puppets in. This was a big deal. I can't emphasize that enough. And this is the tactile library here. Of course, you can't lay your hands upon the precious museum artifacts, but they have 3D printed the artifacts here so that you can put your hands all over them. There's the little model of the Pizza Hut. This is the original rolling pin, the holy grail of this museum. You can even put your hands all over Pizza Pete. Oh, and there's that shoe. You can push that button there to order a pizza. This talks about the Pizza Hut Book It program, where if kids read a certain amount, they would get a free pizza. So that helped encourage kids to read. Because apparently a lot of kids don't like reading, but all kids like pizza. And here are personal reflections where people put their Pizza Hut memories on napkins and hang them on this board. This person said, I worked at Pizza Hut in 2013, 2014. That is where I met my current boyfriend. So a lot of people have very fond memories of pizza. This person talks about the Book It pins, reading in order to earn free pizza. This person says, remembers going to Pizza Hut for family gathering and sharing terrible jokes when making fun of my cousin that worked there. Well, that's not very nice. You go to someone's place of employment and harass them and mock them while they're working. That one's not as nice as the others. So I guess we sit down at this table, we take one of these napkins, and we write our own Pizza Hut memory. Okay, so I wrote on here, I would beg to go to Pizza Hut because they had a WrestleFest arcade machine. Now, I'll be honest with you folks, I have never cared much for the pizza at Pizza Hut. I know I shouldn't be saying that in here of all places. But I did ask my parents to take me there. I did try to get us to go eat dinner there because they had the WWF WrestleFest arcade machine, and I knew that if we ate there, I would get a chance to play a few games of the WrestleFest arcade machine. There wasn't a lot of restaurants or places to eat that my parents would go that actually had an arcade machine, and me and my friends, we loved WrestleFest. This was like golden age WWF video game. They had Hulk Hogan, Earthquake, Jake the Snake Roberts, the Legion of Doom was the final bosses. So yeah, WrestleFest. That's my fondest memory of going to Pizza Hut as a kid. What a great arcade machine that was. I can add that here to the wall of memories. And while we were here on the campus of Wichita State University, I wanted to come over here and check out this magnificent creature here. This is WuShock, the school mascot. Now, it appears that in the last couple years, it's kind of become a trend for colleges to make statues of their mascots. But this right here, this may be the greatest college mascot of all time. This is WuShock. Now, shocking wheat is apparently the act of harvesting wheat, and you can see he is a actual half man, half bundle of wheat. Wu comes from Wichita University, and shock comes from the wheat. So just admire this for a second. Let's get up there in his face. See how angry he is, ready to punch someone in the face. He's got both his fists clenched there. Got a little bit of wheat there sticking out of his mouth as well. It appears that he's wearing maybe a grass skirt, or probably a wheat skirt, much like like a traditional Hawaiian grass skirt. But I think this is a Kansas skirt made out of wheat. He's standing here on the wheat. Almost looks like he's surfing on the wheat. You can see his bulging muscles, his bulging muscular calves there. I am in awe. This is amazing. I think WuShock definitely is in contention for the greatest and strangest mascot that there is out there. If anyone knows of any mascots that are this particularly amazing, leave a comment in the comment section. He's here outside of the YMCA on campus. What is he? Oh, he's got something behind him on his back here. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's a seath for harvesting wheat. Oh, there's even a little tiny bird there. Look at that. We got a little bird there on the handle of his scythe. I can never pronounce that word right. Is it seath or scythe? But yeah, he is an angry man. He's got his fists, his bulging muscles, and I guess he's got the scythe there as backup in case his fists don't do the job. I was so impressed with the mascot WuShock that I had to stop here at the Shocker store on the outskirts of campus and see if they had any WuShock gear. Here we have a little garden gnome sized version of Mr. WuShock. Plenty of stickers here. Oh yeah, look at him. He always looks so angry. Wonder what's bothering him. And here is a Sasquatch version, the Woo Squatch. It was one of those big fun foam fingers there, where you can say, "We're number one." And there he is, a little plushy WuShock there. The wheat there in his hair. Again, always angry. Oh, look at this. He even has his own comic book, Walk with Wu. Shall you? Okay, I did have to make a purchase. I love WuShock so much. I did get the WuShock sticker there, and to keep me company for the rest of this trip, I did get the little plushie WuShock there. We drove down here to downtown Wichita, Kansas, and we will be invoking the EM rule because there is no way that I could just drive past the Museum of World Treasures. And I know very little about this museum other than it promises a world of treasures. So yeah, how do we say no to that? And as we enter the Museum of World Treasures here, you're greeted by these dinosaurs here locked in skeletal combat. This is Ivan the T-Rex, their in-house T-Rex here. Always love meeting new and interesting T-Rexes as I travel to museums. One thing that strikes me right away about this museum that's very interesting is just the variety of stuff packed in here. So we got the dinosaurs right here, and then right next to the dinosaurs we have a piece of the Berlin Wall. Exhibit here talking about the Berlin Wall and how it divided Germany. There are sea creatures of the plains. Of course, currently in Kansas, there is not that many sea creatures, but once upon a time, it was chock full of them. See, the helpful name tag tells us that this is Logan. And check out Logan here, the Tylosaurus. It's a giant sea beast. On his tail here. Logan the sea beast. This giant fish skeleton was found in nearby Hays, Kansas. Yeah, 85 million years ago, there was some good fishing in Kansas. This wolf skeleton here in full lunge. Oh, look at this. Got a big old bear. And as much as I would love to pet this bear, we must follow the museum rules. And if you ever wonder what this guy's skull looked like, it's sitting right there. And from there, we go into an exhibit on early human writings. There is a Mesopotamian tablet there. Now, one thing they did ask was to not show any of the human remains in the museum out of respect. There is a 600 BC Etruscan skull, but I will respect the rules of the museum and I will not be showing the human remains. Very wide variety of different exhibits. These are treasures from the grave, pre-Hispanic art and ritual. And they do have a trophy head right here that I'm not going to show, and they do have a shrunken head that they ask that I do not show. Of course, if you do want to see a shrunken head in one of my videos, go to any one of my Ripley's Believe It or Not videos where I show at least one shrunken head per video. And here we enter the Religious and Royal Art of Asia section, and there's one very important rule, and that is, please do not touch the Buddhas. Whatever it takes, no matter how much you want to, do not rub Buddha's belly. There is definitely a large amount of Buddhas in here. And you can notice with the different Buddha statues, there's very wildly different portrayals of what Buddha may have looked like. An ancient Egyptian section here. Different artifacts involved in the burial of ancient Egyptians. See the sarcophagus there. And yes, they do have mummies, but sticking with the rules of the museum, I cannot show you the mummies. So the mummies are back there. And you know what? On a scale from 1 to 10, 10 being the most ghoulish, one being the least ghoulish. I would rate these mummies probably about an 8. Fairly ghoulish mummies. They are unwrapped. Their skin is dry and leathery like a dried up old ham. One interesting thing though, I did notice one of the mummies has like completely braided hair, like finely braided, which I've never seen on a mummy. It's always fascinating to see little bits of that preserved on a mummy, and of course their teeth showing their faces kind of deformed. You know, they're very old dead bodies, and you know, things happen over time. So mummies do tend to end up on the ghoulish side. So can't show the mummies, but can show the coffins here in which mummies would be placed. Here is a model of a Civil War battle, the Battle of Mount Zion Church in Boone County, Missouri. But one interesting thing about this diorama, you can see the diorama itself is actually made out of a box of bullets. It's interesting. And then there is a Confederate Bowie knife there. As we come up the stairs here, we can see a better view of Ivan the T-Rex here from above. So there is a Civil War section in here, the American Civil War. It's a Civil War encampment here. I guess this is a Confederate encampment. See the soldier there looking at his map, plotting his next move. Out of the Civil War section, there's this somewhat liminal hallway. So this is the Revolutionary War section. Revolutionary War uniforms here. Oh, America begins. For our original president here, Mr. George Washington. Another very popular U.S. president, Mr. Abraham Lincoln. And then over here in the corner, we have the Oval Office and the President's desk. Now along the side here is the history of the presidency. They have all the different presidents listed, as well as some of the letters and correspondences. It says Joe Biden documents coming soon, and more presidents to come. Yeah, and just about 2 months, there will be a new president right there. This big flag here on the wall, and you can see that's covered in signatures. These are all different American soldiers who captured this flag during World War II, and now it hangs here on the walls of the Museum of World Treasures. Okay, this is Ivan the T-Rex Curious Case. So apparently every month they put an item in this case, and you can guess what the item is in order to win a prize. There's Ivan with his monocle and mustache there. Let's see, what is this item? Obviously it's a bottle. I don't know. I want to say maybe an early Coca-Cola bottle, but I can't say that with 100% certainty. This hallway in here has different uniforms from all different types of soldiers, from all different types of conflicts. Section here on medieval Europe. See the full suit of armor there. Some medieval helmets here. It says this one has a hole made by a mace. Imagine getting smacked upside the head with a mace. And in this dark room, they have actual paper documents from the Renaissance. So it says these documents will be on display for only 3 months due to their fragility. See how they can see the writing there. I assume no flash pictures. And over here we have a medieval photo op where you can come out here onto the balcony, but I guess you have to have someone come around and come through the curtain for the photo op. So I'm going to set up my camera here on the ground, and then I'm going to run around to the other side and come through the curtain. Take this elevator here up to the 3rd floor. A great view of the dinosaurs here from the elevator. Oh, there we go. Oh, okay. There's like a dining area up here, but there are more exhibits this way. So we have a Wild West exhibit in here. See the Wild West guns here, as well as a hangman's noose. The Gatling gun here. A machine gun on wheels. There's an old U.S. flag with only 34 stars. And then this is a Kansas state flag from 1861. And look at this, over here in the corner, this is a cape belonging to Robert Frost, the famed poet who wrote The Road Less Traveled. Here's his cape. Bet he looked like a supervillain in that. And there's Ivan, their T-Rex here, and this is his playhouse, a little children's play area, flanked by a Roman centurion and a pirate. A little play area here. Oh, and then there is like a little stage where you can put on plays. There's the ancient Egyptian background. So we saw the chunk of the Berlin Wall downstairs, and here upstairs is an exhibit on the Berlin Wall. And this is interesting over here. This is a candy bar that was parachuted in for children in East Germany. And as we exit through the gift shop here, I noticed they do have a pressed penny machine. And of course, 2024 is the year of the pressed penny here on the Carpetbagger channel. But I think we should get us a Museum of World Treasure pressed penny. Ooh, I do like the Ivan penny here. And this is, I don't know if I've ever seen this exact model of penny presser before. All right, we go penny, quarter. So we got the Ivan pressed penny and got one that shows the location of Wichita. A fascinating little museum here in downtown Wichita with a very eclectic collection. Come down here to the Riverwalk area. Wanted to check on something before I left Wichita. There's supposedly something lurking down here by the Riverwalk. We're walking here alongside the Arkansas River. Okay, I think what we're looking for is hiding here underneath this bridge. Oh, you see this, like, there's like nasty stagnant water in here. I don't know, is it? Okay, I can't quite see it. I think we might have to go to the top of the bridge and look down. Okay, yeah, I have this grating here. Peer down, there it is. So you peer down through the grating. You can see it there. There is a troll hiding under the grating. He's like, whenever I'm in a city, I like to see if there's any trolls lurking about. And here we have found the troll of Wichita lurking under the grating here. You almost wouldn't know until you look very carefully that he's down there peering upwards at the people walking on the grate. It's very dirty and dank and creepy down there in the troll hole. While we were on our troll hunt, I noticed there is a very large statue over there on that rock out in the middle of the river. So maybe we can take this bridge up here to get a closer look at the statue. Yeah, you can see the giant statue here from the bridge. So yeah, this giant statue here known as Keeper of the Plains, this giant Native American steel sculpture. Here at the base of the sculpture, we have some exhibits. Here's the Circle of Life, showing the four elements: water, fire, air, and earth. Here it talks about different aspects of plains life. It talks here about dream animals, teepees, it's a very large ceremonial pipe there. Now, it has been a delightful day here in Wichita. I've had a delightful time in the great state of Kansas, but we've got to get back on that long, lonesome road. I'm headed to Colorado. We got to try to make it to Denver tonight because I have lunch reservations tomorrow. And we have landed in Denver, Colorado. Been on the road about 7.5 hours of drive time since we left Wichita. So I'm here at the hotel. I'm gonna get some rest because came out here to Denver for a very specific reason tomorrow. But after that, we continue our state fair rampage. Gonna be trying to attend New Mexico and Oklahoma's state fairs before getting back home. And I won't be there long because we got more state fairs in a different direction once we get back to home base. So yeah, like I said, fairs before scares. We are going to be doing some haunted stuff this spooky season, but I'm trying really hard to visit as many state fairs as possible. And then at the Kansas State Fair, things kind of folded in upon themselves when we got scares at the fair. But anyways, I'm in need of some rest, so I'm going to head up to the hotel room and try to get a little rest for tomorrow. If you do like these videos, please consider subscribing. Please consider hitting that subscribe button. It does help out the channel. I travel around the country from roadside attractions, amusement parks, museums, haunted houses, and other fun random stuff. If you'd like to help out the channel in other ways, consider contributing to Patreon. $3 or more, get you a postcard once a month from me to you. Also, it is 2024, the year of the pressed penny. If you'd like a Carpetbagger pressed penny, we are selling them now in the Etsy shop, as well as some brand new stickers, including the very popular Carpetbagger sticker, which is now available. Also, still doing personalized messages on Cameo. If you'd like to send a personalized message to yourself, to a friend, to a family member, you can check for all that information in the description below this video. And all those things help keep this train on the track, this boat in the water, and this dirigible in the air. Until next time, my friends, this one's in the bag.